This video kind of drifts around a little bit, but at the very beginning I want to give you kind of what to expect. So we will make it to where our tools will actually use our stamina now. So when we swing it, can't can't tell very much, but it's going down. Then we'll set it up to where when we plant a seed and we water it till it's fully grown, I've adjusted mine to be 2 days down rather. Then we can pick it up, it'll go into our inventory, and then for the potato, I've changed it temporarily to a stamina item in order to refill the stamina and check to make sure that's working. So that's kind of what we're going to do in this one. And yeah, so I wanted to give a little preview at the beginning. So see y'all in the video. Alright, so our character can till the field and grow some crops, but they can kind of work indefinitely. So let's kind of make it their stamina meter actually matter. Let's go into the data table for the item inventory. And for our tools, we'll just go through and add a stamina cost. So at the very bottom, let's say it takes 2 stamina per swing. And where's the watering can? Copper sword. I don't think the swords or the attack stuff should cost any stamina, so I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want to. Oh, no, that's not it. Gosh, I went right by it. I'm just going to default everything to 2 because then we'll be able to uh, give our character a usage skill later on that'll be impacting that cost, but 2 for now seems fine. So if we go into our player blueprint, at our use tool function, when we're using an item, we switch on the item type. If we're using a health, stamina, or anything like that, then we wouldn't check because it's not going to cost any stamina to do any of those. But if we're swinging a weapon or a tool, then we want to make sure that our current stamina is greater than this or equal to the stamina cost. So we'll grab our current stamina and see if it is greater than or equal to that stamina cost. And then we can add a branch onto the weapon. And then we'll plug the true into here, and then also the tool, true into the tool. And we can plug that return into both of those conditions. And then we'll grab all this and move it this way a little bit so that after we do use those that do cost stamina, then we will call a function. I guess we could use this restore stamina. No, we can't. But that's alright, we'll just establish another function called expend stamina. This will take an input of a float, amount used. We'll grab our current stamina and we'll subtract that amount from it. Then we'll set our current stamina to that new amount. Then we'll grab our player HUD and we'll adjust stamina based on the percentage of our current stamina divided by our maximum stamina. Right there. So now back in our event graph, we can, after the true, just drag on that expend stamina. It'll automatically link it up to the swing weapon. Same thing for the tool. We'll just plug that in there. And later on, we'll go through and do some calculations to take the stamina cost, minus the proficiency level and do all that, but for now we'll just plug it in here to get it working. Our tools out here might need to be drug around just a little bit to refresh them, since it's on that construction script. Oh yeah, it's going down. It just didn't look like it. Just double check, make sure they're all. Oh, I didn't drag that one around. Yeah, there it goes. So yeah, if you pick up your tools and it doesn't seem like they're working, kind of just shift them around a little bit, shake them up. Might just need to refresh itself, and it does that since it's on the construction script once it's refreshed in the world. So now we got that. Let's change a potato. Instead of a regent, we'll make it a stamina item. And then we'll change its effectiveness to, I don't know, this would be a full. So I'm just going to make it the max amount. And let's see what happens if we eat a potato. We did set up stamina items, didn't we? Yeah, restore. Okay. So yeah, let's grow a potato and then eat it. To see if that's working as well. Which one of these was potato? That's a potato. Pretty soon we're going to start working on the map environment so that we can get to our day-night system thing. Oh, helps if we actually establish the pickup of a grown item. That's a pretty simple thing. So we'll go into here. Actually, we'll go to our dirt plot. We'll edit that. We'll add our interaction interface to it. And then we'll add our event interact. When we interact, we'll see if our current crop is valid, so we'll grab that out, convert it to a validated get. And if it is, then we will see if it is grown. So if it is valid and it is grown, then we'll get our player character. We'll call our pickup item function. Was it add item? Event added, item added to slot. Event add item, yeah, add item. Add item. Grab our item info from our current crop. And then you can either break this open in case it's one of those kind of crops that has multiple you might be able to get. So if you have a minimum or a maximum amount that it can get, I'm just going to take, say, 1 for now. Then afterwards, we will destroy the crop. We will set the current crop back to an empty so that when we try to plant on it again, it'll be all good. So now we should be able to do that. So grab that potato watering can. Should have turned down the number of days this takes to grow, but at least I don't have to go sleep each time. Yet. And it didn't go into our inventory. Why not? Probably why. So item ID for the potato needs to be set to a potato, and while I'm here, you now take 2 days to grow. Why not one? I don't know. Probably should have. Gonna, yeah. There we go. And then if I eat the potato, my stamina is full. Huzzah. And it gets used out of my inventory as well, so that's working as well. Good deal. Now we can do all that. Let's see, when we're swinging a tool, we can get the tool reference. Get the tool. Oh, tool ID. Tools, right. We'll worry about that next time. Sorry if this one seems kind of scatterbrained. I'm just kind of in a funk lately. But I apologize that it's taken a little bit. I don't know if it's the weather or just, I don't know. But I won't bore y'all with that. But let's jump back to. I'm committed to getting these videos out to y'all because I'm gonna honor my promises this time. I do apologize for the past not following through on those other videos, but I want to make a change. So we'll wrap this one up here for now. It's more. And in the next one, we'll start doing environmental stuff and getting things ready. So I'll see y'all soon. Thank you.